Hello guys, welcome back to Critics News with more updates. Now let's go straight to the reason why we're here without wasting your time. They say that the Chief of Defense Staff, CDS, General Christopher Musa, has said that Simon Ekpa, who has been arrested by the Finnish authorities, of course, his followers has come out to say that, you say they no arrest Simon Ekpa. First of all, we heard, they tell us, say, he go on an... what is it? Is it national assignment? Yeah, national assignment for the 2nd of December. I know say this thing happened in November. Followers came out and told us that he went for national assignment. Okay, this thing came, we know see him. So from there, they can say now this thing questioning, now he go. From there now, but news agencies were reporting different thing altogether. So now so the confusion take happen until now when we did. Some people still never agree. Say someone Ekpa say na arrest, they arrest them. Some people still they tell us say na questioning. Now it did so say they very soon it go come out. Meanwhile, news agencies are reporting that he's been arrested and in fact remanded in prison. So when they see how they be, I just make I clarify that. But be it as it may, that one is not our own problem. My duty is to make sure that you are updated on what is happening everywhere. So the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, have said that Simon Ekpa, the separatist leader who was arrested, remember that Simon Ekpa is the one piloting the affairs of the Biafra Republic government in exile, which he created. He was partying and having fun while pushing others to buy themselves in the southeastern part of the country. Ekpa, who seeks to restore the defunct Biafra Republic, is currently in the custody of authorities in Finland. He and his Biafra Republic government in exile, BRGIE, have been enforcing a sit-at-home in the southeast region of Nigeria to demand the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, who is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Speaking during an interview with News Central, CDS Musa said Ekpa's activities have been troublesome for the southeast and have now affected the region's economy. There are a few people that really don't understand what the man's mindset is. He is having fun, enjoying himself. So the Chief of Army Staff said that Simon Ekpa was doing party, dancing, grooving, drinking wine, chopping life, and all the rest of it. And then he said that he was pushing others in the southeast, young people, to go and buy people. And also from there, say that the Nigerian army, they engage them, buy them sometimes, them too go buy army sometimes. So it wasn't just on the side of the Biafra army, which he formed. It was also affecting the Nigerian army, directly or indirectly, whichever way it may be. Now, he said that he was partying, doing all sorts here, pushing people to buy themselves. Musa said Ekpa always owned up when the result of the orders he gave on social media surfaced. He said that Simon Ekpa, they fear, say, as the actions are carried out, saying they come out, can't take responsibility, say yes. I mean, say make them buy them and it don't happen. So he also posted it on social media. That's what this man... In fact, I'm going to play you his video so you hear from him when he said it. He expressed delight that the Finnish government arrested Ekpa after seeing reasons furnished by evidence the Nigerian military provided against him. They understand that keeping him there is a minus for them, Musa said about the Finnish government. On claims that the military intelligence is not enough to crush it at home, Musa said the situation in the southeast is extremely difficult because it involves some non-state actors. That is this Biafra army that was created before his arrest. According to him, engaging non-state actors is different from conventional war because non-state actors are fueled by ideologies but don't present themselves boldly. He hardly. So now, since you know that non-state actors are fueled by ideologies, why don't you people address this ideology that is affecting people negatively or positively, whichever way? why is the government of Nigeria not addressing this particular issue that even people can use to commit criminal activities other than the main reason behind the ideology? You dey see am? So now there na take a problem with the government of Nigeria. These people need to be confronted in a normal way. You need to call them to order and say, okay, my son, my children, oh yeah, come. We know that you people are young and obarunu na no oko. What is this problem that has persisted for many years? Because this Biafra agitation, no be today start. A lot of people have gone down because of this very quest. So why is the Nigerian government not tabling this matter? Call Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to a table and say, what is going on here? How do we stop this agitation? How do we stop this madness? Because a lot of people are mad over the actualization of Biafra. They are not joking with it. Meanwhile, some other people are perching on the emotional attachment to this, intimidation going on to commit crime. When they hide under the ideology of Biafra, they use it to rob the people, So with the emotion attached to it, you will not be able to get the real, truth about what is happening. So that is exactly what we are seeing in the Southeast. I hope somebody is getting the point. He added, but we are leveraging on technology because human intelligence for us in asymmetric warfare is critical. That's why I said you must get the buy-in of the communities. If the communities accept them, it becomes more difficult. Exactly. But if the communities refuse and realize that these guys are just using them, it becomes difficult for the Biafra army. That's exactly what the Nigerian army is saying. He said that if they can be able to convince the communities to tell them that the Biafra armies are not doing the needful, they are not doing anything to protect them, rather they are robbing them and buying them, say that those ones will now affect the Biafra army and benefit the Nigerian army. But if these communities embrace the Biafran army and say, yes, we agree with you that what you are doing is fighting for freedom, then it becomes more difficult for the Nigerian army. So it depends. Now, whatever happens to every community depends on that very community. Whether you welcome them, whether you groomed whoever, that gives, either negative or positive result to the general public. Now, let me know what you guys think about it. Let me play you the video of Musa when he was being interviewed on this News Central.
The recent arrest of Samuel Ekpa, who has been the mastermind, pushing this idea of, while he's there in comfort, taking the citizenship of another country, but yet fomenting trouble in the Southeast. And unfortunately, there are a few people that really don't understand what the man's mindset is. He's having fun, enjoying himself, partying and doing all sorts, and yet pushing people to kill themselves. Whatever it is that he's doing has affected the economy within the general area. This Monday sit at home and all these things. But I'm happy that now finally the Finnish government have seen reason, because they were provided all they needed, all the funding he's getting, all the things he's doing. He has taken ownership of the killings. He has taken ownership of a lot of things that have been going on. So they've picked him up now. And I can tell you the jubilation in the Southeast has been wonderful, because people were just tired of
Was there a role played in the arrest of Simon Ekpa by the military by providing information?
No, it's a holistic idea by all the security forces. We looked at where the money, we trailed the money, what he was doing, the comments he was making. He's there live on TV, fomenting trouble, saying all these sorts of things, commanding people and action being taken. And when these things are done, he takes ownership of those things. So these are complaints.
So that is the documentation of all the things,
everything has handed over to them, and they've seen it, and they don't understand that. Look, keeping him there is a minus for them. Yeah, because it doesn't mean well.
Okay, so let's look at this sit-at-home thing. Is it that the military's intelligence is not as good as it used to be? Because the allegation is that the military doesn't even know where IPOB and the ESN, their security agency of IPOB, is. Is it that the intelligence of the military is not as good as it used to be?
You see, one thing I need to clarify. Before now, we used to have conventional kind of warfare. One country fighting another country. Then the intelligence will have to go and look at those things. Now, you are dealing with non-state actors. Non-state actors are just ordinary people. If they don't bear arms, you don't know who they are. They're just ordinary people. So that makes it extremely difficult. And so even with the intelligence that you try to do, you have individuals that you cannot tell what is their intent. And then you have these people with ideologies. Those are with ideology, there's no way you can look at his mind and see what he's doing. But we're leveraging on technology. We're leveraging on because human intelligence for us in an asymmetric warfare is critical. That's why I mentioned that you must get the buy-in of the communities. If the communities accept them, it becomes more difficult. But if they don't, are realizing that these guys are just using them for what they want, and the communities refuse, it makes it difficult for them to operate. So it's not a matter of intelligence. Intelligence have been coming in here and there. Actions have been taken. But like I said, it's a whole of society approach. The armed forces cannot be everywhere. We cannot be everywhere. In fact, if you put in all the security agencies in the world, in the country, we can't man Nigeria totally. So that's why we need people to also look at what they see, they report.
All right. Right there is CDS, that is the Chief of Defense Staff of Nigeria, Musa, on News Central, analyzing the whole situation, which I've given you. Also, so make una let me know what you the reason follow the matter. As we take CM, so we take the talk. And we also want to reiterate and tell our viewers here that we are not, in anybody's camp. Okay? And also to let you know that what we do here is condemn evil, no matter where it is coming from, because we are seeing that some people are misguided in what we do. Because you read a news, you brought a news on social media to limelight, they become angry and say, oh, you are against Biafra, you are against Simon Ekpa. Yes, if Simon Ekpa is doing something that is not good, I have the right to condemn that. But if you are doing something that is right, I will say, yes, carry go, what you are doing is good. So that is how we do here. You understand? Because that is why we are having problems with people. If I see something I don't like, I will condemn it. So I'm not going to say, oh, because you are not going to be comfortable with that. No, let me now say, oh, evil is good. No, it doesn't change that fact. The fact remains the same. Okay? So that is who we are, and that is how we started. We have been criticizing anybody criticizable. Even when Mazen Namdekano, they talk those ones when I know like, they call here, say Mazen Namdekano. You see that one? I don't agree. But here, for Simon Ekpa era and the own, once you, even ordinary question, now there will they start problems. Ordinary question. For now, they know they ask questions. Once you ask questions, you become the enemy. All the threats that I'm getting, we are not getting used to it. By the grace of God, God has empowered us and say, oh, my son, you will conquer all these threats that they are giving you. Because if person begin to think them, you will get mental problem. So when I see them, I laugh. And some of these people, they are just, they are my brothers. Yeah? How did you be that? So that's all the matter take be. We'll go straight to another news because I don't want to waste time on top matters. So we say, no, you don't mean anything. You dey see and so that is that. I beg, if let's see get one video where I want me to take.
Mommy, me they do gradation. I mean for the gradation point.
What did you say? All that.
I'm the graduate mother's friend.
Okay.
I'm the gradation.
All right. I bet we'll go another news. But before we do that, don't forget to use tap send. If you want some money, go Nigeria. The app now be the best of them all. Now the good thing be say if you use my promo code, just write Critics News in capital letters. The same way when you take the CM for screen there, you are going to get £15 for people waiting for UK, 15 euros for people where they use a euro in Europe, $30 for people waiting for Canada and USA, and 75 AED for people waiting for Dubai. So you have nothing to lose. And their rate is also very high. Your first transaction is completely free. And you can download it from App Store and Google Play. And so it takes you. We'll come back with more updates. Don't go nowhere.